Our last word for today, and this actually finishes out the spelling list also. You'll get a new spelling list next week. Our last word for today is the word adopt. When you accept Jesus into your heart, he will adopt you into God's family. Adopt. We think adopt to write adopt. So it's a verb meaning to take into your family. How many syllables are in your think to spell adopt? Adopt. 2 syllables. What's the first syllable in adopt? A. First sound I hear in A. A. Which A will I choose? A-ah. What's the next syllable I hear in adopt? Dopt. First sound in dopt? D. Next sound in dopt? Ah. Which ah? Ah-o-oo. Next sound in dopt? P. Next sound in dopt? T. Which t? Just t. It can be a little bit hard to hear this P before the T, but if you think about what your mouth is doing, your lips come together for adopt before you do the T sound. And of course, if you leave it out, then you would be saying adopt. And we know it's not adopt, it's adopt. All right, step 2, analyze and check for markings. Take your red pencil. Does A get a marking? Yes, it's a vowel saying its name. Is there a rule letting it say its name? Yes, vowels A, E, O, U usually say A, E, O, U at the end of an open syllable. Open syllable meaning there's nothing after it before the next syllable. Does D get a marking? No, only sound understood. Does A get a marking? No, first sound understood. Does P get a marking? No, only sound understood. Does T get a marking? No, only sound understood. All right, let's go back and mark for proper pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is adopt. Does get a marking? Yes, it gets a schwa marking. It's saying a schwa sound Does D get a marking? No, only sound understood. Does A get a marking? No, first sound understood. Does P get a marking? No, only sound understood. Does T get a marking? No, only sound understood. Look in your notebook. Make sure your word looks just like mine. Let's decode together. I write adopt. I read adopt. All right, rules for adopt. We have vowel sounded alone, form their own syllable. You can make, since A is a circle letter, you can make it a sad one because he's all by himself. All right. We also have, because this is saying it's long sound, when a single consonant comes between 2 vowels or vowel sounds, we divide before the consonant if the first vowel is long. And because it's long for its think to spell pronunciation, that works for this word. The other rule that works for this word is divide between the root and the affix, because we recognize the A as being a prefix. Even though this isn't an English base, it's most likely a Latin or Greek base, so we use the rule for our prefix. And the only other rule we have is vowels A, E, O, U usually say A, E, O, U at the end of an open syllable. All right, that's the end of your spelling. So you will be practicing the words, publication through adopt 3 times. Be sure you're really using your Master Faster steps and using that step 2 and step 3. Be sure you mark it correctly. If you need to double check a think to spell, go back and double check that.